I'm back with another inspiring and motivating video. Hmm? Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That being said, let us go straight to the topic of that day. Now, today's topic is about how to keep everyone involved during this lockdown. And one of the reasons why I chose this topic is because, as you realize, the lockdown is really not really going to end anytime soon. This means that there is a lot of stress involved in this lockdown. In other words, we keep our hopes high that anytime they're going to lift the lockdown, which probably is not the case because every time it's like they're adding more weeks, more weeks, more weeks. So I was like, I think we should now think of how to fight, how to keep ourselves involved, how to keep our mental health healthy. Like, we do not want to fight COVID and get done with COVID, and then all of a sudden we are back fighting psychotic issues, psychiatric issues. We want by the time we are done with COVID, we are done with COVID, and that's it. So, uh, you also know that the more they increase the lockdown, the more time we are going to spend with our families. And I think family time is the best. It's one of the quality times one will ever have on earth. Family time and me time, like self time and family time. Those are the only two quality times that you ever have on earth. Because most of the time, you're giving out your time to others. You're giving out yourself to others. You're giving out your time to your job. You're giving out your time to your children, to your friends, to your clients, maybe to your garden, to your car, to everything that is not you. So me time is good. Also, we know that before the lockdown, like you get up early in the morning to go and work. You get up at 5 and you leave your home to go and work, only to return home at 10. So you realize that throughout the whole week, that's the work schedule. You're working from 5, let's really say from 5 to 10 p.m. So with this lockdown, we really have enough family time. But like they say, too much of anything is always bad. And apparently, it's in this very family time that God has given us that high rates of domestic violence has been reported, high rates of pornographic watching has been reported, high rates of I think people are doing drugs silently has been reported, and kids have simply nothing to do. Why? It's bringing about boredom. Hmm? And we are going to see how are we going to avoid boredom, because we all know that an idle man, an idle mind is a devil's workshop. So let's get started. Let's see how you can avoid boredom as a family, as a unit, as all of us, we are in one family. Let us get involved and see how we can incorporate each other in the daily activities. So, in this video, I still remind you to subscribe to my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, let's get started. Okay, so if you've been working from home, there are those people who have been working from home, like you have your shop at home. Continue with your daily routine, because I don't think the lockdown has affected you in any way. You're working from home, apart from the fact that your children are now at home. But if you've been working away from home, then this video is really meant for you. If you've been, let me say, you've been working from up country, you've been working outside the country, and by the time they imposed the lockdown, you are within the country and you cannot get out. This video is really, really, really meant for you. So let's get started. Some of the things that you can do during this, some of the things that you can do during this lockdown is, first of all, if you've been given the privilege of working from home, like your company has given you all the gadgets that you need to work from home, please continue with your daily work routine. if you've been starting work at 8, scrapping off the travel hours, like, you wake up at 5, prepare yourself, so that you maybe board the taxi or you board the bus at 7, or let's say at 6, depending on where you stay, so that by 8 a.m. you are at your work desk. Now make sure that you wake up, let's say at 7 or at 6, pray as a family or anything, get a shower, have your breakfast, so that by 8 a.m. you're starting to work and really do work. Ensure that you don't work from maybe your bed, because you're not going to be able to work while you're sleeping. It may make you uncomfortable, or working from the floor or the sofa set or the couch. It's going to hurt your back, your neck, your shoulders, and in just 2 hours or even less, you'll be tired of working. Get somewhere where you're not going to be disturbed by the children. Sit and work. Get your usual mid-break snacks and hydration regularly. Like if it's time for lunch, have your lunch. If it's time to break at 5, do break at 5 and do other things. Relax. Incorporating your usual leisure activities like chilling with friends. Those days, maybe you would be able to chill with your friends. You go maybe to Cafe Javas and chill. You go to Legends and chill for those who drink alcohol. But this time around, you probably are going to call your friends, if for those who are not on social media, or you are going to WhatsApp your friends so that you feel that togetherness. Make sure that you keep your friends within your your life during this lockdown. Chill with your friends. Do your activities that you've been doing. For example, some people have this tendency that after work on Mondays, I go to the gym. Do the same on this Monday. Work out from home. You can jump. There are some applications on the phone. There are some apps that really help you to work out from home. You can do so many activities. You can jump, you can jog, you can, I don't know how to say, but do yoga from home, such things, You can also watch a movie, and there are those other people that they say every Thursday I have an overnight, and maybe during this lockdown I will not be able to have this overnight. So what am I going to do? On Thursday, still during this lockdown, create time for prayer. It will make you feel like you're trying to distract your mind from the fact that you've been enclosed in one area. You're trying to tell your mind that everything is okay, because all we are fighting is mental health. We're trying to keep our mental health healthy. Then other things, we've scrapped off these travel hours. You know that when you stop at 5, you're not going to reach home at 10. So how are you going to use this extra time from 5 to 10? You can clean up your home. Clean up your home in a general cleaning manner. Scrub the tiles, clean up the walls, dust everywhere, clean up everywhere. And this is good because this involves the children. Children can sweep the compound. You can look after your grass very well. You can look after your grass very well. You can clean your car. But only problem is now we are not really using cars that much because they've been burned down. So they are probably going to be clean cars. But remember, we have you can go to the kitchen and scrub the saucepans to sparkling clean. You can do so many things. Make sure that all your clothes are clean. Make sure that your bedroom is tidy and clean. So do your hobby. For example, this is the time when you're going to improve on the skills of that game that you love. If you love playing Scrabble, go ahead. If you love playing volleyball, improve on the skills. If you love jumping and you're not good at jumping a rope, please do so. If you love playing football, have a football at home, play with your kids. If you don't have a football at home, incorporate it. Those kids know how to make footballs from banana fibers. So try to make a ball at home and use it to play football. There is a lot of beauty in doing things with your kids at home. For example, making a football. They know how to do it. And tell them if you don't know, they'll teach you. If you know, make it together with them and play the football. Okay? Yeah. For the ladies, we can do so many things. I've already talked about jumping a rope. We can run in sacks. We can do kwepena for my Ugandans. You know what kwepena is? Hide and seek. There are so many things that we can do together. Then also, if you have some piece of land within a walkable distance from your home, you can go ahead and plant something. Let me tell you, if you're staying in town and you don't have that piece of land, you've heard about sacks. You can plant vegetables in these sacks. And let me tell you, if because this lockdown has been on for quite a time, and those vegetables would have grown or can grow, because we don't know when they are lifting it up. If you plant these vegetables, whatever it is, like dodo, 3 weeks it will be up, and you harvest your dodo. All the stress that you had during the lockdown will be gone. All the stress will be gone. There is like planting and harvesting your own crops is it itself is a stress reliever enough. Like it relieves all the stress, and we are fighting stress right now. So please endeavor to do some planting. For those who have gardens, do plant maize. You can plant maize, you can plant beans, you can plant sweet potatoes, you can plant cassava, you can plant things that can really grow within this time period. You can plant Irish potatoes, so many things, and make sure that you look after them instead of just sitting there. And please incorporating your children. Now, that having been said, let us see how we can incorporate in our kids. Now, we don't want to wake up in the morning and see our children only playing video games, watching movies. From after breakfast, they wash their utensils, watch movies from let me say 10 a.m. They finish all the soaps to probably 6 p.m. No, we don't want that. We want to see them doing something beneficial, because we don't really know when the lockdown is ending. If the lockdown is to take a year, are you going to watch your kids waste this whole year just playing video games and probably watching some Netflix? No. So how are we going to incorporate it now? This is the idea that I had. We are going to make a timetable. We are going to make a timetable, and we are not going to impose this timetable on them. No, we are not imposing this timetable on them. What we are going to do, we are going to incorporate their ideas into this timetable. And how are we going to do that? Wake up in the morning, let's say a Sunday morning, after your prayers. We all know that there are prayers being said nowadays on television. So say your prayers on television with your church leaders. If you're Catholic, say the Mass. If you're born again, say the service. If you're Muslim, wait for the Friday. So we are going to wait for that time, and probably after breakfast, we are all relaxed. We can now call upon people. You're like, okay, so you sit mom, dad, the kids, and the house helpers, plus everyone at home. Let's really involve everyone at home. And we're like, how would you wish to spend your day? Everyone will give you ideas on how they wish to spend their day. Of course, the kid will tell you, after breakfast, mom, I want to watch this Netflix movie. Note it down. Do not ignore it. Note it down. And then he will tell you that for him, after breakfast, your husband will tell you that after breakfast, he has this work schedule to follow. Note it down, because I'm assuming you're the secretary. And then maybe the big boy of the home will tell you, mom, for me, after breakfast, I want to do ABCD. Note it down and then see how to make a timetable that is convenient for all the family members, not stressing one side, but convenient for the dad, the mom, the children, and the household. Yeah. Some of the examples, um, some of the examples of the timetable can be: when should we have the day's meal, like breakfast? Are we going to have breakfast at 8? Are we going to have breakfast at 10? And are we going to have lunch at 1, or we're not having lunch and we're having supper? Are we having evening tea, or we're not having evening tea? When are we having supper? Are we having supper at 8 p.m., or we're having supper at midnight or 10 p.m.? So ask yourself, and so that everyone knows when to do what. You can, if for example, you note down in your timetable which house chore is going to be done by who. You can be like, okay, in the morning, mm, dad will prepare breakfast, or mom will prepare breakfast, and dad will do ABCD, you know. And while the household is mopping the house, one of your kids can wash the utensils while the other is fetching water, so that by the time you have breakfast, all the chores are done. Who is going to cook lunch? Who is going to prepare supper? Who is going to wash dishes for lunch, supper? And all your works, your chores. Some people have more chores and house chores than the others. So house chores than the others. So housework, divide it amongst yourselves. The other is which type of sports are you going to be doing on a particular day. You know, you're not going to be playing football from Monday to Friday. You can say today we are playing football, tomorrow volleyball, the other day we are jumping, the other day personal activities, you know. And then when are you going to watch a movie? Are you watching this movie at 3 p.m.? Or are you watching this movie, let me say, after dinner? When are you watching your movies? That's also very important, because people have a tendency of fighting for the remote. So how do you avoid this remote fight? We all know that not everyone has a TV set in every room, like every bedroom has a TV set. Some of us have one TV set, others have two TV sets in a household of 7 members, and every member has their favorite TV program, which programs can coincide. Some people want to watch this, and at the same time, there is this program running. Daddy wants to watch Al Jazeera, while you have a soap at the same particular time. Maybe daddy wants to watch Bukede News, and you have a soap at that particular time. So how are you going to do it? You'll be like, you had this moment of yours in the morning, and you incorporate it in your timetable. You know that you have all the soaps from 10 a.m. to whichever time it is. But because you're 7 members in a family, you will try to be like, okay, let's miss this soap at 10 a.m. and watch the soap at 6 p.m. After all, these soaps usually have repeats. So you wait for the repeats. So we want to remove these remote fights. Yeah. Also, one other important thing, endeavor to give people me time. In the beginning of this video, we talked about the me time being another very good quality time in one's life. Me time and family time. Now, we've been discussing family time, but in this family time, remember to give each family member me time, so that you guys don't get tired of each other. Like all the activities you're doing as a family, you get tired of each other and get stressed for being around each other. Let sometimes be me time. Also, have some communal activities like movie nights once in a while, not every night. And also, the other activity that you shouldn't forget is, do not forget to pray as a family. It's very important to pray as a family. Please don't forget to pray as a family, because they say a family that prays together always stays together. Love you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you next time when we meet.